I really just need to know if this is happening to anyone else or if it's just me, but in the past couple of weeks I've had dates lined up with guys, mostly ones that they've initiated, let me add, and genuinely I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 times in the past 2 weeks they've either cancelled on me the day before, completely ghosted me, or the worst, cancelled on me 45 minutes before. Once my makeup's done, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, I'm G'd up. Like, why?
Yo, what is going on, guys? So Locke the Bounty Hunter has found us some crazy videos from modern women losing their minds. Let's just jump right into it and see how much we can actually tolerate.
After I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs, I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. This is actually happening. We are building the app. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the best damn dating app you have ever seen, because there is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date and a better connection, and that gives the man a better chance of succeeding in courting you. The app is called Courted. So when people ask, how did you meet? You can say, he courted me. So cute. The website already looks absolutely stunning, and the app itself, incredible. All of the features are so unique and nothing like you've ever seen on any dating app. Oh, and to everyone who said you can't do that, guess what? I just did. So we are going to launch this city by city, and if you want early access, click the link in my bio and sign up. Let's make dating fun again. Love you.
This is by far and away not only one of the most stupid dating app ideas, it's also a terrible business model. How are you going to convince men to sign up for a dating app where he needs to make a deposit for a date, as well as pay for the date and cover his own quote-unquote date preparation costs? That just seems like the world's oldest profession with extra steps, with no payoff at the end of the date at all. The sad part is, she expects dudes like Chad and Tyrone to sign up and give her money to cover her expenses, but the market has never actually worked that way. The only men who would sign up for this are simps who have no problem signing over 50 grand to women on OF. And she ends this whole bonkers idea with the call to quote-unquote make dating fun again, but it's only fun for the women because she's reaping all of the benefits while the man is stuck with a woman who is only in it for the money. But that's only if she can get a dude to actually pay for her. Most men are wise to the scams of modern women, especially when they have made it clear that a man's value comes straight from his wallet, which is actually just deeply insulting and just proves why men were right to walk away from dating in its entirety.
I have to go get tampons at the store. Okay, hopefully the boys are out of here now, but girls, what do we do about these men? Up with men thinking that just because a woman has boobs and decides to show them off, that means they're open for business, ready to have sex, and they're a whore. Oh my god, it drives me insane. I talk about this all the time, but I just posted a running vlog because I'm back into running now. Running a half marathon. Woohoo, yeah. It has like 600,000 views. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the comments. Girls, I feel like some of you are defending me in there, so like I really appreciate that. I love you. Running in a sports bra causes like World War III. It's like you've never seen men behave any worse in their life. And yet, why would I not run in a sports bra when it's 95 degrees outside and it's hot and I'm training? You know what you're doing. Watch this back in slow motion. Putting it on Reddit in slow motion, making comments about my mommy milkers, goo goo gaga cannons, talking about doing sexual things to me. Is that not harassment? I'm sorry.
No, it's not harassment, okay? If you post something on the internet, you are opening yourself up to criticism. It doesn't matter what you post, especially if the video in question involves your chest bouncing up and down repeatedly while running on a public trail. We see it all the time with women who sell their bodies on OF, fitness influencers and others. They'll show off their bodies and then get angry when men make comments. It's how the internet has worked since the dial-up era. And there is no stopping it at all. You're not going to stop men from making those comments, especially when it's fairly obvious that the videos in question are specifically designed to attract men.
And I know everyone's like, just don't bring it up, just let it just be you and post your content and whatever. I don't want to post content if it's not interacting with the community that I want to interact with. So in 2026, I'm making it my sole goal to get these men out of here. All I want is a girl following, and all I want is girls who actually listen to what I have to say and like what I have to say and who I can create for and who I can build a community for. That's my purpose. That's my goal. It's not So if you're a girl and have any idea on how to get rid of these guys in my following, like, please let me know, because I feel like every girl that I talk to has like a 99% girl following, and it's like, I have not been blessed by the gods in that department because I have this situation. What do I do? I'm not just gonna not show my body ever on social media because men can't control themselves, because that's not my problem.
What she is proposing is impossible. There is no way she's going to be able to banish men from watching her content, and even if she was somehow able to accomplish this, which is stupid by the way, her viewership would just go down the toilet anyway. The only reason why she gets the engagement that she does is because of those very same men that she claims to despise in the first place. The women she claims that she wants to make content for don't actually care about her content, her marathon training, or the poses that she makes. If anything, it will just ramp up jealousy and contempt for her as a person from women. What she refuses to accept is that when it comes to comments and viewership, it is a free-for-all. People are going to say what they want to say, and because it's anonymous, there's no need for a filter. You're not going to stop them. The best you can do is just ignore it, but of course, she can't seem to do that. She knows her best asset isn't her personality or the things that she has to say.
Okay, dating updates, and something I'm realizing at 30 years old is that vulnerability can be really empowering as long as you have a strong sense of self. So I was seeing this guy for the past month. We were calling him Music Man, lovely human being. And I have high standards when it comes to men specifically. And he was up here, right? He has raised the bar. And it started casual, but again, here. So my feelings for him were really strong pretty quickly. And I took a chance, and about 3 weeks in, I told him, I said, hey, this is the most I've liked someone this early on, and if we continue to see each other, I'm going to want more from you. Right now, 50% is fine, but I'm going to want 90 or 100 down the road. Is that something that you think you could provide? For some context, he's like post-divorce, single dad, finding his footing. Not a great time for that, and I recognize that. So I also said, if not, we can take a step back, and you go date around and figure out who you are, and call me sometime next year, next summer, fall, whatever, and we'll cross our fingers and hope that neither of us meet someone else in the meantime. Right person, wrong time, right?
This wasn't the case of right man, wrong time. They were hooking up for 3 weeks and then she ended up demanding more commitment from him. That's not normal, nor is it fair, by the way, especially when it's fairly obvious the guy wasn't looking for anything serious. He is recently divorced, probably doesn't want to get married or have a girlfriend again, and is clearly looking for something fun on the side, but because her standards are so high and she was growing feelings, she wanted to take things to the next level and expected him to rise up to it, even though she's not in a position at all to be making any demands from this guy. And the sad part is, she's posting this as if this is somehow a win for her because she quote-unquote took a chance, but she really didn't. She told him that she expected him to start putting in more effort with her, even though she was the one who was growing feelings. There was no consideration for his feelings, and it's fairly obvious that she wasn't even interested in hearing his side. It's all about her. And that level of entitlement is not only unattractive to men, it's also just further proof why men are not interested in taking these women seriously at all.
And, it was really scary. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was on shaky ground for a few days there. But then, I kind of caught myself and I realized that I had me. If he didn't have me, I had me. And he got back to me and unfortunately he said, this is uncharted territory and I just can't promise you the things that you're asking for right now. And which I appreciate the honesty. And it was tough to hear, but there was not 1 second where I doubted my ability to walk away. I knew that I was not settling for 50% when I want 90 or 100. And that was what shifted this vulnerability that used to be so scary to me. I realized how empowering it is to speak plainly about how strong you feel about someone and then to ask for the things that you need. It becomes a really powerful tool when you know that you're going to abide by your standards. And right person, wrong timing really sucks. It can be pretty miserable, but there is just never a wrong time to stick to your standards.
It's crazy how she thinks that she's somehow the winner of this story. She's really not. She's trying to paint this narrative about how she wasn't willing to settle for less, but the truth is she was hooking up with a guy, she gave him an ultimatum, and he walked away once he realized that she wasn't worth the trouble anymore. There's nothing brave or inspiring about that at all. But at the end of the day, she is still single and there's no real chance of that changing. The only thing that's changing is she's getting older and fewer men aren't willing to deal with her, and videos like this just reinforce men's resolve, I would say. There is no way a man is willing to take her seriously when she's coming from a place of superiority. She honestly thinks that she's better than most men out there, and that attitude is pretty much sealing her fate as someone who isn't worth the very same effort that she demands of men.
I really just need to know if this is happening to anyone else or if it's just me, but in the past couple of weeks I've had dates lined up with guys. Mostly ones that they've initiated, let me add. And genuinely, I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 times in the past 2 weeks. They've either cancelled on me the day before, completely ghosted me, or the worst, cancelled on me 45 minutes before. Once my makeup's done, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, I'm G'd up. Like, why? Genuinely, why? For a first date, I'm obviously not emotionally invested. I'm not offended if you don't want to go on the date. But just have the respect to not ask me on the date in the first place or cancel a few days before. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my energy. And the absolute worst part of this is the ones that have ghosted me still continue to like my Instagram stories. What are you actually playing at? I do not understand. Someone, please, for the love of God, explain, because it is doing my head in. I could yap on about this for hours, so I'm going to stop it there. But if anyone has some insight into this, please let me know.
There is no point in asking that question because the answer is fairly obvious. If she's been ghosted or cancelled multiple times, right, then she's chasing after the wrong men. She's going after the men who have tons of options, and she will be dumped the second something better comes along. And the truth is that there will always be a better option. She cannot figure out for the life of her that she's just the common denominator for all of these incidents. In her eyes, it can't actually be her, it just has to be someone else's fault. If she lowered her standards, she'd have a little more success. The problem is she can't actually do that. She will just resent those men for not being the ones that she actually wants.
My top comments from guys when I make a video saying like, oh, I don't think guys know how to ask girls that anymore, or like the apps aren't working, yada yada, like guys don't ask girls on dates, is men will comment and say, well, you told us to leave you alone. And it's really annoying. It's a really annoying comment, and like I get that it's meant to be annoying, but like if you look at it deeper, it's actually like really concerning for like the person commenting that. We told you to not assault us. We told you to respect our physical boundaries. So you're telling me that like you don't know how to go up to another human being and be respectful? Like that is no longer a man versus woman issue. That's just like people don't know how to socialize. Like you don't know how to socialize then. Like that's concerning.
It's funny how we have evidence of modern women telling men to never approach them, literally decades of it at this point, or well over a decade, but they refuse to believe that those videos exist. There wasn't any nuance or conditions behind approaching. They literally said, do not approach them. They took it one step further by saying that we weren't even allowed to look at them, quote unquote, but the second they realized that men actually listened, then they turned around and tried to gaslight men, but that's not going to work. A lot of guys have a long memory, and they're not going to fall for that particular trap. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.